Welcome back to the Sheffield United career here on FIFA 23 after our brand new signing really hit the ground running in the last episode. Today we have the opportunity to actually get ourselves into second in the Premier League. If we can win our first game of the day against Chelsea, we will go level on points with them and, crucially, above them on goal difference as well. We are currently 2 points inside the top four, above Spurs in fifth. Manchester City just a point in between in fourth. Liverpool, I think the title's going to be theirs at this stage. The question is now, can they do the invincible season? Can they match Arsenal? We shall wait and see by the end of the season. Today we have European football returning as well as FA Cup football returning as well. We've Cardiff in the FA Cup away and Anderlecht, the Belgian side, in the UEFA Europa Conference League. So we should be able to get ourselves through to the next round of both those cup competitions, whilst, fingers crossed, maintaining our Premier League ambitions as well. We're going to jump into the first game now and get right on with it. Chelsea, of course, going to be the first team that we use in FC 24, but right now we're still in FIFA 23, so I want them to lose, please. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the content. Of course, make sure you're subscribed, please, so you don't miss out on the future FC 24 stuff coming within the next 2 weeks. And of course, hit that notification bell as well and you absolutely won't miss anything. Right, here we go. The challenge is now. Chelsea starting lineup is very strong. Kepa still in goal for them. Reece James, Sven Botman, Simakan and Chilwell. Botman newly in from Newcastle. Goretzka and Enzo Fernandez. Sterling, Kudus and Leroy Sané, with Christopher Nkunku up top at centre forward / striker. Quality on the bench as well, including Patreon player Dara Kiernan. We will be introducing, or I will be uploading, a short Patreon explainer video for the new FC season in due course. It may even go up today as you see this. It may even have gone up yesterday, depending on how quickly I can get a thumbnail made. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And we do want to say thank you to Entity as well for joining the Patreon, specifically at the VIP tier as well, which is fantastic. Thank you for that. I appreciate it very much indeed. Can we honour you with a goal? Not yet, but hopefully by the end of the game. Through the gap there to Dragovic, who's starting at your request. You guys have asked that he gets a bit more football now, and we're going to do that. Oh, Tijani just took a little bit too long to get it under control. It's a good header by Spinazzola, but he can't find Dragovic again. And, well, we should have taken a 1-0 lead there. Tijani had so much time and space, but just took so long to get it under control that Kepa was able to get to him. Bogle around the outside. You can see Archer calling for it in the middle. Botman in the way. And a corner to come in from this near side. Douglas Luiz will look for Naif. It's actually Hansko that's underneath it. It might fall. Cameron Archer looks to loft it over the defenders in front of him and the goalkeeper, but in turn only lofts it over the bar. If that dips underneath the bar, it's a phenomenal goal, but unfortunately not quite. James. That's a nice ball. Mohamed Kudus. Oh, how's your touch? And very nearly the finish too. Mohamed Kudus has been electric whenever we've played against him in a Chelsea shirt. And I'm expecting him to be exactly the same on FC 24 at West Ham as well. And Nkunku into the box here. Squares it. Can't find that teammate he needs to give them the 1-0 lead that they crave at the moment, Chelsea. It is winner takes all in this one. If we can beat them... Oh, come on, David. If we can beat them, we go second. If they beat us, they extend to a 6-point advantage. Kudus onside. Big save at the feet of the attacker from Henderson this time, as opposed to Kepa at the other end. This is a hotly contested tie that certainly is going to be exactly like that for the full 90 minutes, you imagine. Both sides working very hard to, if Liverpool do end up slipping up, be the team to take advantage. Chelsea with the advantage here on this match day now. Raheem Sterling into Rafa Mir. Oh, that wasn't great. Neither was that from Douglas Luiz. I tried to lean on him and it's like he almost missed him entirely. Simakan. Oh, Kyle tried to play it back to the keeper and Dino's like, what you doing, mate? I agree, Dino, I agree. It's a simple pass for Kyle to make there and he's fluffed it. And Nkunku's trying to get in down the line here. Sané, Goretzka, Mohamed Kudus. 2-0 Chelsea. Brilliant finish in front of those travelling fans. They double their advantage. It was goal difference that would see us above them if we were to win today. If we are to win today, it's going to be a hell of a comeback. That's a great goal. 115 kilometres an hour. Absolutely unstoppable. Douglas Luiz. We go for a big switch, and it's a brilliant ball right into the path of Spinazzola. Here's Dejani Reinders. I was supposed to go to Cameron. Rafa Mir. Shot blocked well. He's fallen over, Rafa. Oh, if that one pass goes where it's supposed to, maybe Archer can pull us one back immediately. As it happens, Chelsea's defence continues to stand firm, and we still remain 2 goals down here at home. Chelsea were nearly a man down there if Raheem Sterling catches the player there. Oh, it's opened up entirely for Dragovic. This one Kepa can't keep out. And forget celebrating. Let's go pick that ball up. Back to the halfway line we go again. I thought Kepa was going to come out to me there. Dragovic gets the start at your request and immediately makes the difference in midfield. That's what Oxlade-Chamberlain did last season. That's what Dragovic needs to keep doing. Into Oxlade-Chamberlain, trying to become the creative for our second goal. Lukaku's off the bench for them now, and he's racing in behind. If Christopher Nkunku could have found him, he held his run in the end, and we hopefully for now have held them out for a third time. But they're holding me out for a second, and we haven't really come close to that second goal at all in this game. Keep that in, please, Max. Come on, pal. You've got to do better. We've got to do better. That hit Goretzka's hand, but the referee's kind of ignored it. He squeezes around the corner. Keeper comes to get it. Come on. Up you get, Dino. Now is not the time to time waste. When has Romelu Lukaku ever tackled anyone like that in his goddamn life? Christopher Nkunku. Good block by Naive. Worth every penny of that transfer fee so far. Chamberlain spins through the gap. Max Lowe off the bench. Chuba Akpom off the bench. On his own. It's him or nothing now. Chuba. Blocks, Chuba, goal! Sterling falls to the ground in disappointment, in disbelief almost. But Sheffield United continue to keep Bramall Lane a fortress. I needed that stroke of luck. We didn't really deserve that stroke of luck. But Chuba Akpom doing his best Jude Bellingham impression. That's us staying within touching distance of Chelsea. And second place in the Premier League. The final whistle sounds not long after. Oh, boy, did we need that. And boy, did Dean Henderson keep us in that game. He must have made a number of saves. Hendo save, Hendo save, Hendo save, Hendo save. Chuba Akpom goal at the death. It was a very even game. And a draw is probably a fair result. Manchester City lose at home. I think to Crystal Palace there. Which is really going to screw up their chances of solidifying in the top 4. They've fallen a further point behind, and Spurs have now caught them up. Newcastle United could close to within 2 points of both of them if they win their game in hand. Oh, that win against Chelsea to take us to 54 would have made us really, really confident of not having to look over our shoulder for the rest of the season. Liverpool still unbeaten, and in their next game, they face West Ham away. That's not even their game in hand either. Their game in hand was that next one against Aston Villa. FA Cup next for us midweek. This one will sim, and this one we should get 3 points in. Can't get 3 points in the cup, Ches. This one we should get progression from. Cardiff City away then in the FA Cup. A championship side still in this save, Cardiff. I don't know as we've ever seen them get back to the Premier League in a recent save. Obviously they were Premier League not that long ago. Went down and came back up again, I think. But they've not made it back to the big time for a little while. And hopefully we can send them... Oh, Spinazzola injury. Okay, that's not a great start to the game. Hopefully we can send them back home again. Albeit they are the home side. They've not got far to go to get back home. We can send them back home crying and out of the FA Cup. Their best player is their goalkeeper, Majecki, at 76. The rest of their side is kind of 73 and below. So we should certainly be getting the victory here on terms of the quality of player on the pitch. So let's just get it done, shall we please, gents? And the sooner we get it done, the better. Thank you. Goal! Lasso! Chuba Akpom again. Jude Bellingham or Chuba Akpom. Both scoring as frequently as each other at the moment. And that's us 1-0 up in the cup. And Chuba at the double! Good. That's us through to the next round of the FA Cup then. Let's take Rafa Mir off for Cameron Archer. Make a couple of other changes as well, just to keep things as fresh as possible. Trusty can come on there. Loving life now. 2-0 up in the cup. Hopefully we get this level of performance in the Europa Conference League as well, and we'll be very happy indeed. Archer! Off the bench, on the score sheet. He still has a lot to give this season, Cameron Archer. He continues to be our starter. But Ep11 came off the bench in the Chelsea game to bag, earned the start here, and bagged twice. Now Archer's come off the bench and also bagged. So who'd you start alongside Rafa Mir then, eh? You choose, because I don't know which one to play. Oh, lovely little lofted goal from Max Lowe there. That was an assist from Tuba as well. I think with 2 goals and an assist, he's earned his start against Brighton in the next game, don't you? 4-0 the final scoreline, breezing into the next round. Sheffield Wednesday take Liverpool to extra time there. QPR failed to beat Everton on penalties. Norwich beat Fulham. Any other shocks in there? Liverpool won on pens. No shocks, unfortunately. Forest Green not able to beat West Ham after some really difficult opening games in the FA Cup. The Cardiff one was a welcome relief, actually. 2 months out for Spinazzola, though, is really not great. He will be back before the end of the season, but soon enough, really, to have too much of an impact on the rest of our season. Right, Brighton next for us then in the Premier League. It's drawn here, and it's Norwich at home. So Brighton next, then 3 cup games and Newcastle. Ersin Destinolu in goal for them. Hatraude, Igor, Konate and Gunter at the back. Yuri Tielemans and Jakob Moder in midfield. Antuna, Luis Alberto and Alberto Malero even, and Evan Nielsen up top at striker. Tarek Lamptey available on the bench. Hatraude is a new signing for them at right back. And we are as strong as ever, although obviously now without Spinazzola. Couple of changes for Stamina. I intended to start Chuba Akpom in this, but he's tired after the FA Cup game, so Cameron Archer maintains his spot in the 11 for the Premier League. And we've also made a couple of changes elsewhere as well. Don't you be injured too, Max. I can't lose both left-backs in the space of 2 games. He seems genuinely in some discomfort there. Get up, pal. I really cannot afford to lose that many defenders. Is he back on his feet? Or is he still on the floor? He's back on his feet. All right, he should be okay. Evan Nielsen around the corner. Lovely way to pass. Goal for Malero. Brighton leads whilst we had a man down injured. Not the ideal start at all. And Hanscote looking for Low again. Plenty of support inside. It's a case of finding the right pass at the right time. That was the right pass. Whether it was the right time or not, I don't know. But Rafa Mir spun his man. Oh, he's taken it too far. Cameron Archer with the open goal in front of him. Wow. I can't quite believe I haven't scored there. Rafa Mir with the extra touch that really killed it. It was in. I had the opportunity to square it. Elected not to because I felt like Rafa Mir could do the business. He did not do the business. The only business so far that's been done is the Seagulls pooping on us in the early few moments. Trying to wipe that off and go again ourselves. 1-0 down against Chelsea. No, did we go? I can't remember if we went 1-0 up against Chelsea or not. Regardless, we nearly lost to Chelsea. I do not want to lose to Brighton. Save that, please. Walker will knock that to Bogle, who called for it and was in a great position. Just dart inside there, looking for the run of Rafa Mir, who needs to find a teammate and has done. And Chamberlain, brilliant save by Destinolu. It's going to be 1-0 to Brighton at half-time, and I can't quite believe we haven't equalised in this one so far. Max Lowe into Harmer. Spins well, turns away from one. He's going to need to turn away from a few more. Great ball out to Bogle. Can we find Oxlade-Chamberlain? Can he find Rafa Mir? Brighton standing firm continually here. We're doing everything we possibly can to break them down. And it's seemingly impossible right now. As we get towards these vital games in the last third of the season, almost into the last quarter of the season now, you really need to start going on a run of form that is going to see you consolidate your current position and look to build on it and improve it. Go on the run to be in the right form at the right time. At the moment, I am not in the right form at the right time, but we could be level here. If someone could get the ball past Destinolu. Oh my lord. What have I got to do to score against this man? Rafa Mir, play him in behind. Get there, Rafa. No, he's fouled, or felled at least. No foul. Still 1-0 Brighton. Oh, Douglas Luiz's got a toe to it. Oh no, they're going to kill me. Toe to it, doesn't intercept, just diverts it to the other striker. Who's then played his teammate through. Oh, what are the chances? Straight to Tielemans. Lovely through ball. Dino can't get there in time. And we are 2 down with 22 minutes to go. Maybe the 22 minutes is a sign we're going to get a second 2-2 draw. I bloody hope so. I don't think so, though. On this performance, they've been better defensively than Chelsea were, Brighton. And how they are where they are in the league, I really don't know. A team that we're contemplating doing a save with on FC24, FC25 at the very least. But for now, they are the here and now, and the better team in the here and now. And they're 3 goals up in the here and now. Dino devastated to let that in, but Luis Alberto with a precise finish. We will be losing this one. And inside is Moder. And there's Luis Alberto. It's Evan Nielsen. It's Moder. Brighton are apparently as good here as they are in real life. Well and truly ripped apart. De Zerbi ball is very, very, very good indeed. We kind of knew that already, but I'd rather they didn't showcase it against me. 4-0 Brighton. We've done this to teams ourselves this season. Now it's a taste of our own medicine. Quickly, get there, Cameron. Archer for maybe a consolation goal. No, not even that. This Brighton side have been just unplayable almost, offensively and defensively. Unbeatable, unbreakable, unbreachable, un-everythingable. João Pedro, Malero, Luis Alberto very nearly makes it 5 in stoppage time. The worst performance of the season so far, without any shadow of doubt, without any question. They've torn me apart. Malero has just ripped me apart there, dancing past the defenders. It will be 5, and if you don't mind, I'm going to go into the corner over there and cry. Get me home. Get me out of the Amex and back to Sheffield. I never want to come back here again. Thank you very much. Can Brighton get relegated, please? Spurs win. City win. What a pain in the bum that is. Up next for us, Anderlecht. Thankfully, a few days rest. Max Lowe's broken a toe and is out for 3 months. I've lost 2 left backs in 2 games. Max Lowe was able to play on in that game. Thankfully, we signed Max Aarons. I am now down to the bare bones. I can recall people from loan if I need to, and I may well have to in the not too distant future. For now, though, we'll press on to the game against Anderlecht and hopefully get a good first leg lead. First leg of the Europa Conference League round of 16 away from home against Royal Antwerp. We will hopefully get a decent result here. Their side isn't as bad as you might expect. All kind of mid-70s. And then Kasper Dolberg, 81, I believe it was, up top for them. So they've had some decent growth. They've made some decent signings. They are a half-decent team, Anderlecht. And a side that you'll be very familiar with from European competition over the years. We're not far away from FC24, of course, so we need to make sure we get this 3rd season finished. I do not want to end this save. Yes, Chuba Akpom! Before we've had the opportunity to end this 3rd season and potentially win a trophy or 2. Rafamir with a yellow card, but we can deal with that. And a 1-0 lead so far, hopefully, will be built upon. It's Chuba again, though. Sure, you don't need the reminder, but of course, do remember that there are no away goals in European competition now. So the 1-0 lead is nothing more than a 1-0 lead. Oh, I had the extra man on the outside there. Never mind, we've got Chuba Akpom in the middle. It's 2-0 in the 70th minute, and that should make things much simpler. Final whistle sounds. It was very one-sided in terms of the amount of chances created. 8 for them, 4 for me. But we scored twice, so the goals were one-sided in our favour, thankfully. Someone wants to talk to me. Max wants to say thank you for being selected. Well, with 2 longer-term injuries to both of my other left-backs, you're certainly going to get quite a bit of football now, Max. We've got Norwich in the FA Cup to come. That should be, again, we hope, a bit more of a... I don't want to say easier tie, but you know what I mean. It's certainly not as difficult as Manchester City or Liverpool, is it? But it's also not as straightforward as the Forest Green would have been in the previous run had we gotten it. FA Cup quarter-final. Winner of this tie is going to Wembley for the semis. Winner goes to Wembley in the FA Cup quarter-final. We are up against a okay Norwich side. They're of a similar level to Anderlecht, really, that we just played and beat. So, fingers crossed, we can stay on side and from there score some goals. We're in. Oh, it's a great save. Can we recover possession? We can. Can we still score? Yes! Cameron Archer buries it. Worked around from the second phase of play. Always had a man free to look for. And in the end, that final man free fires it into the back of the net. And he could be in again. We might be in for a second immediately. Tajani Reinders finally does something of note in the past 3 or 4 episodes. He had a wonderful start to life at Sheffield United. He has fallen off. But he's buried it there. And now we're very happy with the scoreline. Norwich fire back. Solis immediately brings it back. This is going to be quite the game then, it seems. 2 quick-fire goals from one side and an immediate response from the other. Is there more in this fixture yet to come? Overlap. And in. Rafa! That makes it 3-1. That seals it surely with just 6 minutes to go. We're Wembley bound. But will we be able to win any silverware when we get there? We'll have to win twice at Wembley to lift the trophy. And I don't know who will have. Hopefully, some of the smaller sides, quote-unquote smaller sides that are left in the competition, will get knocked out. But Spurs, Liverpool, Manchester United are the 3 that are left in the cup alongside ourselves. That's going to be quite difficult, isn't it? A 2-leg lead to build off in the Europa Conference League. And now in this home tie, all we need to do is avoid defeat and we're through to the quarterfinals of another competition this season. Hopefully, it won't be too long before we're through to the semi-finals of another competition this season. We might be off to a brilliant start. We are. Dragovic back in the starting lineup and back on the score sheet. 3-0 on aggregate now. That's just what we needed when we needed it. Now, what I need to do is transfer this simulated game form into the played game form with Newcastle to end the episode, and that is not going to be straightforward. It's Liverpool in the FA Cup semis at Wembley as well, so very much not looking forward to that over the next couple of episodes, but very much am looking forward to more European football and hopefully more European goals as well. Not yet. 2! Schumer! Who else at the moment? Buried, and we're doubling our advantage once more. Oh, it's a lovely through ball. Anderlecht with what surely will only be a consolation goal to make it 2 and 4-1. But at least they've got something on the score sheet for their away fans to cheer about. Might be all they have to cheer about. Douglas Luiz picks up a late yellow card. Comfortably through then in the Europa Conference League. I think it was saying something along the lines of one of our players was the assist leader. Oh no, here you go. We've got Stade Rennais in the quarter-final. So we're France-bound now after having been Belgium-bound for that first round of knockout games in the UEFA Europa Conference League. They will come in between the games at Arsenal, Burnley and Aston Villa. Next month looks particularly difficult as well, doesn't it? Newcastle is the final game of the day. They are hunting the top 4. We can go back into the top 4 if we win, but it will have to be victory to ensure that we do get back into a Champions League spot. Are Liverpool still unbeaten? Yes. Someone, please slow them down. To be fair, they've got Arsenal next. How very apt it would be if Arsenal are the side to deny Liverpool the unbeaten season. Newcastle with Yassine Bounou, Ilbono in goal, Trippier, Luca Hernandez, Upamecano and Ferland Mendy, Coop Mainers, Tonali and a certain Vinny Souza, and then Mahrez, Barnes and Isak. Only Trippier, Tonali, Isak and Barnes continuing on from Newcastle's real-life side just 3 seasons in. It's a really, really good Newcastle team. And hopefully we will be able to get the victory. It's just occurred to me that we've made the same red and white stripe versus black and white stripe mistake we made last time we played Newcastle at St James's Park. So this might be a little bit taxing on the eyes. Apologies for that. It always looks fine in the menu. And if it's a night game, then it is fine. But depending on time of day and where the sunshine is, it makes it more difficult. It's annoying, but hopefully it's something we won't encounter again. Offside trips. No, not offside. There was a foul in there. Up we go, please. Well, up Austin. It was Jaden Bogle. Douglas Luiz racing away. Dragovic. Rafamir with options. One of which is Chuba. Chuba has Jaden. Jaden has Reinders. Oh, and Bono tips it over the top. That was a good move. I enjoyed that one. Can we get something from the set piece? Rafa's up. Rafamir. It'll fall to Dragovic. Struck very well. Good technique. Comfortable save. Oh, that's poor from the keeper. Let's kick that straight to Douglas Luiz. There's space for Lowe out here. Not Lowe, it's Aaron's, isn't it? Lowe's injured, broke his bloody toe. Rafamir spins his man. Rafamir! Good block by Luca Hernandez. It'll be a corner. With a better side so far, this has been a much better showing than our previous couple of games played today. And Nave nearly adds another headed goal to his Sheffield United tally, but over the bar this time. That's a lovely little ball into Isak. He's got runners. Could go solo. He's doing the solo thing. He's tried to... Oh, God! He's tried to square it, and then we've nearly put it in the back of our own net, trying to clear it. Bloody hell. Riyamar is short into Harvey Barnes. Good delivery. He sacks up. He'll have a good header. He'll score a good goal. Defender flattened, and Newcastle lead. I just can't drop more points in the Premier League. We cannot afford to do it. Our top 4 status is falling away. I was hoping maybe we could challenge Liverpool if they fell off. Turns out we're the ones that are falling off. Bogle. Oh, what a cross. And the keeper's come for it. Excellent work from Bono. Walker. Oh, that was supposed to be a fake pass. Rafamir still somehow got possession. Hansko. Lift it out wide. Max Aarons. Tuba's going to come short, is he? No. Around the overlap is Kyle Walker. Look for Tuba. Bring it down. Oh, my God. That was a shot. Oh, I was going to say, bring it down, bury it. Yeah, I think even the corner flag wasn't in danger there. That was going up for throw-in. We're going to be behind at half-time, and we must be better. So far, we haven't been better. Nice ball through the gap. Tuba. And Tajani. Out wide here to Dragovic. Rafamir's arriving. Oh, he's kicked it straight at Ferland Mendy, who can't deny us a corner, thankfully, but that is really poor. Come on, then. Douglas Luiz with the delivery. It's not bad. Hans goes up. Great header. Even better save. That was destined for the back of the net. We could yet maybe create another chance. Oh, what a cross. Tuba's underneath it. Bring it down. Oh, why has he done that? He's brought that down and then battered it with his arm. What are you doing, Rafa? I need to see that again. It was that bad. He's going to bring this down, and then with his left arm, when he's just got it under control, why is that left arm coming up like that? He's like, oh, I'm going to get this under control, me. Off his face, and then he does this. He's an absolute mental case. Nothing I've tried has come off today. Passes have been so poor and inaccurate. Bogle's going to go. I'm actually not going to use him. I'm going to use Rafamir instead. Oh, God, thank the Lord. We've done it again. We've equalised late on. And Rafamir is the hero this time around. Level at 1-1 at St James's Park. And we absolutely deserve it. They do not like red and white striped goals here at Newcastle. And they might have just cost themselves maybe the chance to win if I can get the support forward quickly enough. Could we win the game? Looking for Dragovic, who's offside. Oh, mate! You could have made yourself a real hero here. And just a little bit too far. I could have won it. I genuinely could have won this game of football. We could still. Looking for Rafamir. Spins his man. needs support. It is arriving. He's going to go solo. Stand into the middle where Tuba was arriving to come and volley that home, but he won't get the chance. 1-1 against Newcastle. 2-2 against Chelsea. 5-0 against Brighton. It's really not been a great day for us in the Premier League at all, has it? But we deserved at least a point from that one. Liverpool continue to win. Chelsea continue to march on in their hunt for a Champions League spot. And we continue to fall behind. Chelsea still in second. Only 7 points behind Liverpool, but they still have 2 games in hand on them. Manchester City with a game in hand on Chelsea, as do we, but we're now a point behind Spurs and 3 behind City and a full 9 behind Chelsea. At the beginning of the day, we could have been level with Chelsea in second. We end the day 9 points behind them and in 5th. That is not a good day at the office in the Premier League. In the Cup, though, really happy. 4 straight wins. Good. Thank the Lord for that. We hope for the same in the next episode with both legs against Stade Rennais, but Arsenal up next, then Burnley and Aston Villa and West Ham. I don't know how this season is going to end in the Cup or in the league, but if our current Cup form can come back into the league form, it will be a memorable final season. That's all for me today. Thank you very much for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.